All right, here we go. Back again. NOVSIGHTS. These things are amazing. Now, we had these same exact lights, these Cyber Series ones, on the Gladiator. I sold them with the Gladiator. They just sent me new ones for the Ram, and we've got our brackets right here. These go and mount on the hood mounts, and then they come up, they stick up, and that's where we're going to mount these. But we are doing ditch lights again. Ditch lights are very important. I've told you before, I'll never not have them again. They let you see deer and all kinds of things out there and save you when you're driving at night. We did not get fog light versions. They do make it. We did not get a spotlight version. They do make it. We got the driving light version. Same as I had on the Gladiator. The driving light one is that perfect mix of being able to see way out there really good in those fields and the places you're driving on the side of the road to catch any movement of deer and hogs or anything going to run across on you. So love those. I know you're not supposed to use them on the roads. When I say on the roads, I mean back roads. I hunt for a living all over the place, so I'm talking about doing 20 miles of farm back roads and farmland with nobody else around or coming. That's where these things are amazing, and in the woods. So what do we got here? Let's take a look at them. So we have right here is these lights. We're going to go install them. We got installation instructions. We have the amber colored lens protectors right on here, which are going to be very nice. We have the other amber one right here. We have the actual wiring harness here, which I will show you all this when I put it in. And their button on it is phenomenal. I use this exact button. I did not cut it off and change it or rewire it. This button works like a champ, and it lights up red and green. Love the button. Works excellent. We got our mounts. We got another mount right here, so we got our two mounts. And we have the lights themselves. Their own plugs go right into that wiring harness, and then we have right here, look at that, black covers, and look at those. There they are, the Cyber ones, the same exact ones. I love these lights. I had them on there for whatever it was, 9 months, a year, whatever it was. Never got a drop of moisture in them. They were held up so credible. They could take abuse. They work just fine. And remember, we're in South Georgia, 100 and something degree temperatures, and they work incredible. So we have, there they are. Now we are going to set them up. We'll get them all mounted up and show you more about them. And as you're watching this, I'm running all the specs down below for you because I don't remember what they are. All I know is that these are by far the best out of the 5 or 6 versions of ditch lights I've had, and they're very affordable for what they are. They're not like $500 lights. They're very affordable, very well built, and I straight up love these lights. Like I said, had them on my Gladiator for almost a year. We're incredible. I knew it was the exact same ones I'm going to buy. We're going to take the mounts. We're going to get everything set up. We're going to go mount this stuff on the truck. We'll be back with you soon. All right, well, we got them installed. You can see I'm a little sweaty, but it is also 100 degrees, literally 99 degrees out here. Now, bet it took me 20 minutes to put these in. So here they are, and you can see I have the they're amazing covers. I showed you a short of these new flag covers they got, but you also got the ambers, but these pop right on and off real quick and easy. But if you want them for a stone guard, if you're following people, love those covers. So, but there's the light mounted on a bracket. I got the brackets from Amazon. I have to adjust these, so tonight in the dark we'll go out and adjust these. I'll shoot footage of that, but there it is. I'll show you the wiring, and as you can see, but they sit up so nice and high that they are going to be worth their weight in gold for shining animals. I mean, look at how high this light is compared to me. Now, on my Gladiator, they were a couple feet lower, but look at that. I mean, that's going to be so nice for seeing deer and hogs and animals out in fields that are dogs that are going to run across the road. Those are going to be a gold mine on those back roads. So, how do we wire it in? I'll show you that. We have it also. We have the switch set right here, right there. It's an on and off. You can watch it change colors. Turns green and turns red. Now, again, it's got to be there they are, right there like that. So easy on, easy off. Okay, lights up, doesn't light up. Here it is lit up. We'll show you. Here they are on. You'll see them tonight, but there they are for you right there, glowing away. Such a wicked, beautiful light. Just love these things. Like I said, that's nothing new for me. Had these before. So we'll turn that off. But all I did was, and I'm old school, I'm not running through the firewall and all that kind of stuff. All I did is run it right through the door like I always do. Did it with my Jeeps, everything. It's not going to hurt anything. Run it right through there. Hid the wires up under here, and I just kind of tucked that in and jammed it there. I'm not concerned. It's got a little notch that sits in here. That works for me perfectly. I have zero complaints. When a door's shut, you don't even see it, so I'm good. So no complaints there. If we pop the hood on here and show you that setup. So I needed a ladder because I'm a short guy, but even if, I mean, short or not, this truck is a beast. I mean, look at this. I can literally not even see into this truck. I am 5'6". I cannot even see into there. So we need a ladder. What we did here, oh, I gotta still trim one of them. So we gotta cut that right now, actually. Forgot that one zip tie. All we needed to do this whole install was a 13mm socket right there and a 13mm wrench. That's all we needed. And they supply the Allen wrench. Somewhere in here is an Allen wrench too. Oh, it's in the truck already because I got to adjust it. But a 13mm wrench, and then the hood brackets need a 13mm socket. And a chalk pen or a marker comes in handy. Hold on, let me trim that off there. Let me set you down for a sec, hold on. All right, there we got that trim. So what I did, you can see I used a yellow chalk pen, just a wax pen around the bracket, so that I knew if it slid at all when I put those brackets on, when I took the hood bolts off, it was fine. So that's all I did. It was quick and easy. It took 5 seconds to throw those brackets on. And then we got the wires coming from the light. They plug in here to the wiring harness, goes right across the top of that, zip tied in a couple spots. And then when we get over here, they throw my tools back in there. There we go. We get over here, here's the other light, comes right through there, just like that, zip tied in, connected here. Here's our fuse. We are wired in, hot and ground, and then here is the relay. And all the extra wire just jammed down in here. I did not mount it. It's just sitting and jammed down in there. It's perfect. Nothing, no way to overthink this. Don't overdo it. Like I said, this took 20 minutes. Literally 20 minutes to install this stuff. It was so super easy to do. And there they are, mounted right on. And when we go out tonight, and I go align them and adjust them for where I want them, I will take you along with me. But they look really good, and what I really like is they are unobtrusive from the inside. When I'm driving, I don't see them because of the A-pillars. They kind of tuck in. So when we jump up in here, look it, they're basically hidden out, not really in your sight very well. They tuck in pretty good. So I'm very happy with the way those are. We're pretty fired up. Can't wait to actually run these and see what they do. All right, we just got those dudes adjusted about where I think I want them. There's off with low beams. There's the high beams of the truck, but here's these kicking on. Bam, look at that. Actually, I might want those a little, I don't know if I want them a little higher yet or not. We're going to see. I think I'm going to leave them like that. We're going to drive and test them, but I think I got those right about where I want to. They work incredible. I'm thinking that's pretty even. Again, we got to drive and adjust a little bit if we need to fine tune that. I will throw on an amber one here for you to show you. Hang on, is that car coming here? No, okay. Let me snap. I'm on a back road. I should be good, but let me snap on an amber cover to show you what the amber ones look like. They give you this amber cover. Here it is, so you can see there's a difference. Amber side, white side. You can see them right there for you perfectly there. And the ambers are nice, they're just a little more dim. And what I'm looking for is, they're probably great in the fog, but I'm looking for light shining from eyes of animals and stuff. So I'm not gonna be running the ambers on there. So we're taking them right off. Like I said, they're not for what I need. So I'm not gonna be using them. There's our whites. And we're gonna go down the road and take a look and try these and see what they think. We're gonna go drive and hit some fields and see. All right, I think I pretty much got them where I want them here. You can see them hitting on there and doing pretty good. Let me zoom you out wide, but you can see there, we're getting pretty good light. That's with them on. Here we go with them off. So pretty significant difference there in being able to see animals out there, which is gonna be really nice for me to be able to see those animals out on the sides of the road here. As I look at that, let me see here, zooming in a little better. I come by here. Actually, I think I'm going to use this and back up and center out in this road with this distance in here and see again. Like I said, it just takes a little time to fine tune them and get exactly what you're looking for. So if I look at this here from there to there, as I'm centered out, I'm thinking that that's pretty dang even, but I might want them out just a titch more. Like I said, I got plenty of light in the road, and you can see right here I'm hitting right at those lines. I think I'm going to give them each a little tweak. Let me pop this in. We're going to give them each just a little spin. I got them left loose enough here where I can give them a little twerk if I need to here. Let's see. Right there. And do this one just a touch. Again, until we get these dialed in exactly like I want. Let me see here. Just right there. Just like that. I think those are going to hit where I'm looking for. Again, it's a fine-tuning kind of thing, and it'll take me a couple of days. I'll drive it like this out in the swamps as I'm hunting and things like that a few times and see exactly what it is I'm looking for to get them dialed in. But look at the difference. Look at the difference how those, boom, just bring that to life. So that's a very good thing, especially like I said during hunting season when I'm running these back roads and you know, running through these other states at 3 o'clock in the morning, driving there, and I gotta, you know, you're dealing with things, you know, you're dealing with deer, especially running across the roads. Being able to see a deer way out there ahead of time, especially when his brush is not here out there in some of these farm fields, being able to pick them off before they get to you is just incredible. To be able to have that extra time to be prepared and be ready to watch for them to come out in a road. I can't tell you on my Gladiator how, I'll bet it's at least a dozen. Hang on, we got some rain coming in here. Let me wipe my windshield. There we go. I bet it's at least a dozen times that those lights on my Gladiator has saved me from hitting deer. At least a dozen. And a couple of hogs too. See, nobody's coming yet right now. Let's hit these real fast and see. See, look at that. Look at how nice that is on, forget the high side over here on the driver's side. Oh, car coming, let's kill that. But like I said, and even there, like when a car's coming, these lights are not shining at that car. So even if like he comes in, I'm not blinding him. They're shooting left and they're shooting right. They're nowhere near that car. Well, we got 2 cars, but we do got a field here. I want to see this field. Come on, people, drive. Oh my God, you're going so slow. Come on. Seriously. It's 55 miles an hour, not 12. All right, let's take a look at it. And another one. Of course. That's just the way it's going to be for me. This is how it always works. This is a story of my life in a nutshell right here. So we're going to, and then there's another one coming behind me so I can't even forget it. All right, so we'll have to see this, you know, somewhere else on another time in another field. But anyway, you get to see what they look like, and they look pretty damn impressive. No doubt about it. Is there anybody here? No. See, look, so let's turn them on. Look at that. See how that lights up the sides so good? There is a field to the left out there, but look at that. Look at how I can see way out there. If anything was coming out there, I could see that. And that's what we're looking for, that security of anything thinking about coming across the road ahead of time, we get to see them. And you can see it just reflecting in how good that is. So very impressive. Love these. And that's the driving light version of these. Off, on. And like, all right, now this road's going to be high and tight, so it's not going to help us much. It's going to be high banks with brush, but we are going to kick them on anyway and just see. There they are off, there they are on. And like I said, we're just going to cruise for a second, but the ability to see those animals come in before they pop out, you know, especially, I just don't know how else to say it. I mean, if you, like I said, you know how it is. And like, here's a low field right here. That's actually pretty high, but look at how I can see out there so good, both sides. Look at how that does. So if I stop here, look at the difference. Okay, being able to see that is just worth its weight in gold to be able to have that ability to see that way, especially at night. So anyway, that's what we got. These are the NOVSIGHTS Cyber 1 series. I love these. Like I said, had them on my Gladiator. They're absolutely phenomenal. They were such a good light. I had to have them again. And what we're going to do is, like I said, I'm going to drive them and test them. I'll just leave, you know, I got them set where they're very snug, but I can still move them if I need to in any way. And I'll drive them and I'll run them for, like I said, look at out here on the left. Or I mean on the right-hand side, passenger side. Look at that. How far out there I can see. If I turn those off, nothing. Okay, you can't see nothing out there. It's gone. I mean, you just don't get to see anything here. Turn them on, bam, I can see all kinds of stuff out there. Just super, super nice in that level. So very impressed with them. We're going to turn them off so we don't shoot that house. But Cyber 1 series, had to have them. Love these lights. They're going to be a lifesaver and hopefully save me from taking out some critters. So hope you enjoyed the video. Questions, comments, anything you got, there'll be links down below for you. Thanks for watching. Bye.